So how's everybody doing today? It's Tuesday, July 30th. We are cutting across the neighbors. Actually, well, right there's where I got stuck the first time, and right back there's where I got stuck the second time. However long ago that was, a month ago. So I think it was about a month ago. But we are cutting across to go get. We're gonna start on the hill and get the hay back there first. Yesterday we finished baling everything, dry hay wise. The hill made 55 bales, and then there's about two and a half loads that are stacked from the first cutting. We're gonna haul all of them in, and then right here where we are right now made 74 bales. So that gave the neighbors a total of 290 bales, which he pays for the fertilize. And then we cut it and bale it and then get half the hay. So we got all 145 bales out of here too, which just to make it easy, we're going to take this whole field, which was 74 bales, and then we're going to go to another field and get 71 bales out of there. And then this other 55 bales, and then the 2.5 loads that are stacked. So with all that, it should be about 252 bales to haul in today. Anyway, so that's going to give us about 10 loads to haul in, which if we had blow trucks going, it would be pretty simple because we could just do 5 trips, 2 trucks at the same time, and it wouldn't take but a few hours. But with one truck making 10 trips, I don't think we're going to get it done today. It is already afternoon. We had to do the feeding and everything this morning, and a few other things we had to do. Had to fix the lights on the cow pushing tractor, and so I think it's already like 2 o'clock now. But we're gonna get as many as we can. We're gonna get as many as we can get hauled today, and then if we have to, we can maybe somebody can get out here in the morning and haul, so that tomorrow we can get started on some baleage. We are going to start as far as we can in the back, and then work our way to the front. So right now we're gonna be on the far side of the hill, and then work our way back through the neighbors, and then from where we are right now back to the road, it's probably a mile, crossing pastures to get back to the road. So Jason's loading us in the 6410, and then we'll have to, got a few bales here, and then we'll cross up the hill and get loaded over there, and then head back. We're going to unload with the wheel loader, and stack them there at the dairy barn. So that is what the plan is for the rest of the day today, or for most of the day. I did film some yesterday, because me and Jason baled, so it's not a whole lot. I didn't do a very good job. I was just trying to hurry up and bale. We did have a chance of rain yesterday, and right before we went and baled, because we had to wait for the grass to get dry enough, so we didn't get started baling until like 3:30. But it looked like it was wanting to rain, and then, like I said, there was a 30% chance, and we figured if we waited and we didn't bale, that it would rain, and if we went ahead and did bale, that it wouldn't rain. And of course, once we got done baling, it never rained. So yeah, but it's all said and done, but it's all done, and that's good. But we could use a little shot of water. Leading into it now, we're going to show a few of the clips from baling yesterday, and then we'll be back probably by the end of this end of getting loaded here. Well, we just finished up the neighbor's place, and now we're gonna head it over. We're gonna head over to the hill. This isn't near as thick. It got cut later than what that did, but we'll get it started and see how many bales it makes. So today's Monday, by the way, July 29th. Hope everybody's having a good day. And we got a late start on this. Because this morning Wes and Jason came out and checked it probably 9 o'clock, and it wasn't quite ready yet. And then today we got a 30% chance of rain. It's raining north of here. We figured if we didn't bale it, it would rain. If we did bale it, it wouldn't rain. So, and then there's also the possibility of baling 20 bales and it raining. Or raining on us while we were baling. So, just decided to go ahead and go for it. We finally got out here probably, it had to be like 3:30. I don't even know what time it is right now. Let me see. It's 5:20 now, so took us about 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours to build that 74 bales. And we'll get started on this. This should take probably about 2 hours. And then we'll be done with the dry hay, and then we can get started on baleage tomorrow. So, I don't think the rain isn't like a very measurable amount of rain. It's just light showers, so just enough to probably stop you from baling dry hay. Looks like we might end up missing it. It was darker earlier, and every now and then the sun comes out. It's been overcast most of the day, but every now and then the sun comes out, and yeah. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So we've already kicked out one bale down here, and right now we're in the bottom of what I call the bowl. Hopefully the camera does it justice, but you see the hill all the way around us. It's just like a half of a bowl. There's actually a spring up in there, and it's kind of still wet in there. But right up in that grassy spot there, and right there is where, water runs out of that one, and that one it just kind of stays wet, but it's got because of all the rain that we've had over the spring and stuff, it's got that very bottom there still pretty wet, but we didn't sink, we just got tires wet there. And we actually had went around it the first cutting, so yeah, now we're climbing up out of the hole, or out of the bowl, and yeah, let's see. Back window's pretty dirty. So Jason's just starting to come down. And it goes this way. It goes, drops off. Fence line's right there, and then the great big lake on the other side of there. Well, it's about 10 minutes after 7 now, and we got a windrow and a half left. Jason already stopped. He should have kept going, because I'm going to have my last bale probably in the bottom, maybe a little bit halfway up, so he could have kept going, and he could have made the half bale, but whatever. We got 27 bales right now, so could be close to 55, 60 bales total out here. And that would put us at about 130 something for the day. We'll see once we get through this last windrow and a half. Gotta stop molding my chains. Clean up the baler, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to stop right up here. When I drove by Jason, I told him to keep going, so don't waste time. Oh, this place is rough. Jeez. We'll have to stop and turn, or stop and back up and turn it a little bit so I don't kick the bell directly down the hill, because it probably wouldn't stop until it ran into something. Idle down, we'll jump out, we'll hold the chains, clean the baler off, get out of here, jump to the door. I just had a half bell. Video of he's gonna leave me. Yeah, pretty clean. We'll get out of here. We're headed out with the first load. The only good news is it's so hot and humid that we don't have to worry about the gates. We can just leave them open because the bulls ain't gonna make a run for it. So they probably won't leave the shade for another 3 to 4 hours. Probably another 4 or 5 hours. I just got out of the truck for like 5 minutes and I'm already sweating. We'll get this back and unload it. Alright, we're about to get this unloaded. I'm going to snap my fingers and it's going to be done. Abracadabra, Holmes. We got all the loose bells and we're just getting the bells that are stacked up here on the hill now. We've already hauled, this is third load, I think. I can't remember already. And then we, it is raining over there. Just barely missed us, we didn't get anything. It almost got us loaded, then we'll head back, get this one unloaded, come back for more. Alright, we're loaded, we're headed out of here. Looks like we finished just in time because the bulls are starting to walk around grazing. And we just got the last load. Just hauled the 55 bales from the hill, 74 bales from the neighbors, and then there was like 35 to 40 bales that were stacked. But whatever that comes up to be, 100. I can't think. About 150 something bales. We just have 71 bales left to get on the other side of the, kind of out in front of that guy's place. We gotta go in a different way. So we're just gonna wait till in the morning to get that because it's already 7 o'clock. So by the time I unload this, Jason's got to set out silage bales and slice them, and put the bucket back on, and then I gotta go help Wes put a brake caliper on a truck. It'll be dark, so I totally lost how many how many loads we hauled. It had to be let's see, hang on. Yeah, 6, 7 loads. I don't know. Something like that. There's 4 on the hill. 3. Yeah, I think it's 7 loads. Hang on. It is really dry right now. That rain, I think it built up just south of us and then headed south, so completely missed that. And it got cloudy over us, or just ahead of us, north of us, and then you could tell the clouds are building a little bit. Then south of us, what I showed you earlier in the video, it got pretty dark, and then you could see the sheets of rain coming down. But you couldn't actually, I mean, it was further away, you could just tell how dark it was right there. And then it's all clear now, so headed south. Kind of wouldn't mind getting an inch of rain right now. Isn't that kind of weird to say after all the rain that we got in the spring, even into the summer? But now it's getting pretty dry. So if we hauled in 150 bales today, and then with the hay that we hauled in a few days ago, and some of the hay that was already here, there should be about 300 bales of dry hay sitting right here. And then, like I said, tomorrow morning we'll go get 71 from the other side of the neighbor's place, and then that'll all be done. Still got to hook the Moco up, or take the 7410 off the new Artex manure spreader. We only got to run it the one day, haven't had time to run it anymore, but still gotta get it unhooked. I'll get the Moco hooked up, and we're waiting on some parts for the Moco. Just a couple little minor things. They're not supposed to be here till Thursday, but we go ahead and hook up tomorrow and get those 3 loads hauled in. Then we could be belling baleage tomorrow on 60 acres there on Highway 64. So we'll see how that gets going in the morning. Jeremy's sick, so I guess he's got vaporitis, or I mean strep throat or whatever. So he didn't come yesterday or today to work, which it makes it harder on the rest of us, but it is what it is. Can't get as much done. If we had both trucks, we could have been done with all of it probably an hour ago. And then if Jeremy would have been here and we just ran the one truck, then me and Wes could have had the Moco hooked up and the Artex spreader off and had everything ready to go. But what are you gonna do? You can only get done what you can get done. Jeez. And yeah. So we'll get this fork off and back the truck up. I'm just gonna park it right over there so it's ready to go in the morning, and then go do all that other stuff I gotta do. What am I gonna do? I forgot. Oh, I gotta have Wes. Alright, so we're gonna back this truck up and just park it over here out of the way. And then we'll get that fork unhooked. We're having some trouble with the 7210 and the 7400, both of them. And we haven't really heard any news. Or no, wait. Wes went to Athens yesterday and they haven't started on that 7200 yet. So he said he was about to start on it. That was already a week ago, and they said a week and a half. Yeah, whatever. So on the 7400, it's beeping about an hour after it's been driven, and it's saying, what is it saying? Hydraulic oil pressure, and giving the warning to stop. But there's nothing wrong with it. We changed the sensor yesterday. It didn't fix anything. We changed all the filters. That didn't do anything either. We did that a couple weeks ago, and the only thing now is well, there's 2 things now. Number 1, it could be the sum screen, or number 2, it could be the instrument panel just going haywire. I don't know. But 7210 is the same thing. It started last year right at the end, and we kind of ignored it, and then it started off good this year, and then it started doing it again. Actually, when I was gopher poisoning, it was running fine, and then when we started mowing, it was doing it again, and it's saying it's flashing and saying hydraulic oil temp. On the 7210, we did we put a new fan clutch in it. We did some sensors, and it's not hot, so it might be the instrument panel too. Which when Wes went to the John Deere place the other day, he asked them about what it could be and all that, and they said instrument panel. If you've done all the other stuff to it, then it'd be about $1,000. So yeah. So the 7400 is just a continuous beeping or beep sound. It's kind of like that movie Dumb and Dumber when he asked that guy, the gas man, do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? And then Jim Carrey proceeds to make or Lloyd Christmas makes that annoying sound. That's what it's like belling in the 7400, which that's the one Jason's belling with, so he's stuck with that. And then the 7210 just does every now and then it does quite a few beeps in a row, And then it'll beep every now and then, so it's just kind of annoying, but we're just dealing with it right now. But yeah, I got 300 bales sitting there. We'll get this fork taken off and then go help Wes with that brake caliper. But we'll let's see, let's get in the wheel loader first. I keep losing my train of thought because I'm trying to do stuff at the same time. But see, I just lost it again. So I keep losing my train of thought, trying to figure out. I'm not trying to figure out. I know. So I keep losing my train of thought, trying to do stuff and talk and all that at the same time. But I think I've said it a couple times now. But tomorrow we'll go get the last 3 loads over there, and then if all is going well and perfect, and can I fit through here? Yeah, looks like I can. So if all is going perfect, we'll probably be back to doing bailage tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And we drove by that hayfield a couple days ago, and yeah, it's gonna make a lot of hay. Probably 240, 250 bales on 60 acres. So hang on, I'm trying to get skinny here. What is these 2 dry bales? Or dryer bales. Yeah, so stay tuned for that, and hopefully all goes well. We get the Mocha hooked up and everything goes without a hitch, and then we can start baling. So, or doing bailage. I mean, we've been baling, you know what I mean? But, see, I'm losing train of thought again. Yeah, so hopefully everything goes good and we can get going on some bailage tomorrow. With that, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one, and thanks for watching. God, we created some kind of maze around here.